Kia ora, dear listener or viewer, and welcome back to Zealand. Fair warning, Zealand is set within a post-apocalyptic world, and so we will be exploring some of the darker natures of humanity. If you are squeamish or the idea unsettles you, please take your chance now to walk away. For now, we return to Zealand.
Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Zealand. This is part 2 of chapter 4. We're on the bridge and we had some explosive happenings occur at the very end of the last episode. There is still a helicopter circling above. However, I think our real-life helicopter has disappeared for the time being.
It's not here anymore. It flew away, ran out of fuel.
We're lucky with that.
Out of rockets.
For now.
Bring it down. We get
all the XP.
The XP of killing a modern-day dragon.
Yeah.
So, with that, we'll hand it over to Skulk, and our lives are in your hands.
Okay, so where we left off, Vedant, Nick, and Jake, you were just thrown either against the side of the armory or straight into it by this last explosion that hit just on the other side of the street. Dan, you're just at the entrance to the hospital, so you are safe from this one, about to roll yourself out. And Dugdale, you were on the other side of the bridge in the town square, hiding underneath a table. So the helicopter just did another pass, so it's quickly receding off into the distance. It's moving from west to east, so it's moving now towards the harbour off, like Waiheke side.
Right. So heading off.
Yes. Yeah. So I was going to say, do you want to? Is anyone paying attention to it, or are you just like? Does anybody want to go? Crap! Where is it gone? Or is everyone just going to be like doing something else and not at the moment paying attention? This isn't like a trick question. I'm just.
As long as it would be like. That would definitely be a priority, probably more so than even checking wounds, because that's firing rockets. It's a bit more important. Focus on that than even checking if
I would be trying to have a look for where it is once I got outside, just so I have a rough idea of what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
That would also be part of looking around and seeing all the shit that's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the gun that's been given to me, realize that it's got a scope on it, so I can probably make a shot in my head. Quick thing. I'm not paying attention to where the helicopter is because I'm assuming somebody else is going to do that. And if Mike is still in front of me, I'll nod at him and I'll say, "Did you see my big gun?"
Okay. He goes, "Which one?"
he was there when we were handed the weapons.
Yeah, he was, but it is a stressful situation. So he says, "Which one?" While you say that, hang on, just because there's something will happen. Dugdale, what do you want to do? Still under the table?
I'll try and see if I can get eyes on it. But I'm thinking now. I'm just gonna kind of look to Rich and say, do you think it's just the helicopter, or do you think they could be sending people in as well? All that activity's happening down that side of the bridge. Maybe we should head over to shoreside.
That's a sign.
We can't do much, but we could be eyeballs at the very least. There's innocent people here.
Let's just stick to this very side of the bridges so that we can kind of
shoreside.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you would slowly make your way towards the gate at shoreside.
Yeah, cautiously start to try and move from building to building, just trying to see if I can keep eyes on it and to know if it might still be going back to the north side or not. But yeah, just having a.
And if we see any guns flying around, so it's like.
Nick, what's your plan? So Jake's trying to see where the thing is.
I would have been trying to see where it is as well.
So, I'll get back to you. You also see Dan, rowing himself out with a crutch on a wheelchair out of the hospital. You see these two. If everyone except Dance that you're inside does, if you are looking for the helicopter or even just like peeking towards the east side, will see it, because even on the shore side, the town square is open on either side of the bridge, so you can see it. It has already by now moved quite close to where those line of ships, especially the big tanker ship, is holding that metal bridge almost, a metal gate.
Right. So that bridge is over what part of harbour? Like
Right there. Yeah, right there where your mouse is. So that's like a big tankers there, and then like other lines of ship. And then you see it hover there. You hear distant gunshots, and then you just see a trail of smoke, an explosion on one edge of the on one side of those boats, on the northern side.
Business. Shit.
Okay. Mike, Mike goes, which one?
The big. I'll tell him the actual gun specification.
Gun.
The gun.
The gun.
Lisa. No, I'm not going to go there. Sorry.
He goes, right, and he turns around, rummages through like a big crate, and does pull out your one.
I love you. I grab that gun, hand him this other one, and I turn around, Nick! And I rush out towards Nick.
Okay, so you three do see each other, but you're also just going, oh shit. What do you three on the city side want to do?
Am I like on ground level or?
Yeah, so the hospital just like a prefab, one-story, one-room affair.
Try and make my way over to them and.
Okay. It's only about maybe 20 meters, so you're already within shouting distance.
What's going on? Someone fucking shooting at us from the helicopter.
Yeah, like from the helicopter. There's like shrapnel around, there's someone bleeding on the side, like, oh fuck, oh my god. And they just
You two get a good shot. Wait, if it comes back, take it. Stay out of people's way.
Vantage point now.
And I just want to help people.
Okay,
So
you
do
see
I-
like a lot of people are like on the ground, like scattered. You would see about maybe 18 people within sight of you, just like on the ground, either motionless, crying out in pain, moving, trying to get up. Everyone, even you three, or you two, are covered in dust and grime. You've got wounds already, so you're bleeding. Other people are bleeding. Shit's on fire.
I am going to. So after telling me that we need to find a vantage point, I'll turn to you. Find him a scope, and I start to look for the nearest vantage point where I can get a shot at that thing.
Okay. So do you want to just climb on top of a building?
Need us go.
he is the scope.
He is the scope, I know.
So you want to climb, find a building, or go to the? Because I think you went to the roof of the housing block. So
At
you
one point I did, but it's
gonna take a while.
I need to find a quick vantage point because I'm assuming that thing's turning.
At the moment, it's still hovering where it is.
I'm waiting for the moment when you go to take your shot and you haven't picked up a magazine.
Dun, dun, dun. It's got it.
I had it loaded when I gave it to him. It had at least a round chamber.
Right, so you just want to pretty much climb onto the nearest prefab building, really.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere that I can get. I don't necessarily need to get as high up as possible. I just need to be in a place where there's nothing between me and what I'm trying to shoot at.
So just like a few buildings away from the armory is a hospital, and it's because it's a prefab. It does have like a built-on ladder, so you can like hobble over to it and start climbing. You just want to go help people.
I want to, if I can get my firefighting gear and the extinguisher and go fight the fire.
You know that inside the armory will be your gear, but you've never seen a extinguisher in there. You've seen one in and around the bar and in and around the cafeteria.
And that's all this side, is it?
Cafeteria's the other side, bars on this side. It's right next to the smoking ruin of the brothel and the Ferris wheel.
Alright, yeah, so I'll go firefighting gear, go grab that and then we'll
So-
go fires.
Right. You want to go? So you go to the armory first, get dressed.
Yeah.
How long does it take?
Like 15 seconds?
No, fantastic. That won't take long then. So Nick, what's your plan?
Follow it in.
Okay, you follow it out. You two, now that you've seen the happenings, you still want to carry on over to the shoreside gate?
Just because, it seems like they're targeting a number of different things. I just want to make sure that there's no land assault happening from the shoreside. Because it seems like all of the people who are going for the armory, they're all on the city side.
Yeah.
I can't imagine there'd be much, if any, presence over there, so I'm just making sure that no one's pushing them this way, or if they are, to let them in.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two...
Well, it's like, where's your loyalty? The point doesn't fucking matter, right?
Alright,
Pretty fresh here.
I'm guessing you're going to, stay down, hug walls.
As long as I can see that the helicopter is away, I'll start moving faster. I mean, like, I'm wearing what I'm wearing now. I'm not carrying any weapons in my hands, so I'm trying to,
But to be honest, if we would, as we're kind of getting between everything, staying low, if there was people like lying out, and I'd at least try and grab them.
Not on your side. Everyone on your side.
Yeah.
I mean, as everything's happening, this place is clearing out faster and faster. You presume, quite right, that most people are probably going to the habitation blocks. You also see that people are just going inside buildings around here, so everyone's just sort of clearing out. Dan.
Jake is getting changed. I'm gonna check in, see if Armory just has binoculars or a single viewfinder that I can try and see. Now, since the helicopter seems to be just hanging around,
For now.
find out see if I can see what's going on over there, if anything.
Okay. So, in order, so you two go into the armory. By the time you get there, he's rushing out already in firefighting gear. You yelling for some binoculars. Someone just biffs one in your direction, hits your chest.
Yep.
You two make it to the building, and you two are off, scurrying towards this side. As you start, looking around the bar for a fire extinguisher and helping people along the way, as you two make up to the roof, you see at least from your side, from behind Eddie's house, walks out the Yellow Bishop. His residence is near Eddie's house, and he seems to be in full regalia, as he would be on a Sunday night. You did miss his Sunday night preaching. You didn't see any marks of someone on fire as he came in the previous night, but he is carrying what seems to have been made a purpose-built, ornate torch of the old school medieval variety. It's got a little grill and everything, and there's a flame going on it. And as he walks out, there's maybe 6-7 people, all in yellow face coverings around him, and he starts shouting just in general to everyone who can hear him, because there's still lots of people here. No one's kind of firing at the moment, because the helicopter's all the way over there. So everyone's sort of tense. Other people are in pain. You hear moans, and he starts shouting "This is the time, brothers! It is time to revolt! It is time to take what is ours!" I'm not going to carry on, but that is his. That is what he's going to be keeping going on until I say otherwise.
Who can hear that? Everybody?
Everyone.
Except for us.
You've never seen him outside of this place, so you don't actually know what he is, but he has a magnificent voice that, reverberates over everything. And as he starts saying this, more people, and by more, I mean...
Nothing.
And as he...
Put it out there, you will be.
And at a quick glance, you see maybe 20 people come rushing out from behind him, all of varying ages, sexes, all wearing yellow just wrapped around their faces, scarves. You'd see someone's just a t-shirt on and hold on. And they just start rushing to the people with guns. After the first one is just tackled blindsided, the other people start opening fire. So it's gonna be quickly end up in a bloodbath. So what do you want to do?
I'm making a ball set.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I will use a sigil to boost it.
Beat it, man. Beat it.
29.
Oh,
good.
Nice. How many successes have you had?
For that specific thing, that is my first.
Okay.
That's the first time I've needed to roll that.
Yeah. You're on the road to recovery.
There you go. Just 2 more. Okay. Since you're you're in the general vicinity of this man. Since you're running towards the bar, he's just coming out from maybe just to your left. You just see people start swarming.
So they've gone past him. So where is he? Where are the people? Is he mostly by himself yelling?
He still has like 6 men around him.
You can grapple 6 people.
I'm thinking I got a fire extinguisher. I can put the flame out at least.
You've got that clock as well, or the, you know.
Oh yeah, you do have, a 9 mil.
My fist is dead.
You grapple one of them, and the other one hits you, whack him back.
Quick question for the people who are there, who might be able to see this. The people that do have yellow on and stuff like that, do any of them have tattoos?
So they've got their whole faces covered, either with scarves, just rags that's been dyed yellow, or actual piece of clothing. So you can only see people's eyes.
Cool.
Okay, so this is a what kind of fire extinguisher is it? Is it like dry powder?
Yes.
Alright, that's what I wanted to hear.
It's your generic fire extinguisher you see in every office type thing.
Alright. So,
that's where they took it from. So it's like yay big.
Basically baking powder.
Yeah.
So I want to squirt it over the fire, squirt it in all their faces, and as I run up, I want to fucking tackle the priest and get him into a headlock and
Do it.
You just yell anything roughly orange or yellow, just.
Because I'll be targeting him, so I'll be charging and go, and then just fucking sort of chuck it at him, not really trying to do too much, other than just distract him really, and then just grapple.
What were those people armed with?
Just like clubs, just odd assortments of either wood 2x4s, where you can see some people have tried to like shape 2x4s into like baseball bats.
Yeah.
One has a baseball bat and one's got like a nice metal rod.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you want to charge, you start running at this man, you're yelling?
No, not yelling.
Just running.
I just want to sort of be like, doing other stuff, just don't want to draw any attention to me.
Okay, so you're still...
fucking there. Well, yeah, I don't want to be yelling at them as I run, so I'll sort of run and then when I get close enough, squirt the shit out of them, so it's completely just fucking, they can't see shit and they won't be able to breathe properly, and the fire will go out and then just grapple the fucking main priest guy.
Okay. So you start moving in his direction at speed. You two on the roof.
What colour clothes am I wearing?
Clothing clothes.
Yeah, which was... Oh,
No, you didn't go in to get on your fire, but you're so... Clothing
Slightly
clothes.
damp.
Yeah, which clothes?
Well,
No, you didn't go
mine
thing.
weird.
Right.
You just got clothing
Oh,
clothes.
that's right.
Is any of it yellow?
Do you have yet? No, I mean, it's been 5 years. You've gotten any sort of clothes.
Yeah, all your firefighter gear that you did have was painted either camo or black.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Okay. Damn.
So, Kira, I'll say to you, I need you to spot me. I can make that shot, but I need you to spot me. And then I go into the thing, I take the aim action, and I wait for him to tell me when I'm ready to take a shot.
Okay, so you get half. So on top of like all your bonus, you get half your shoot skill as a bonus.
Unless that perception roll, I can use that instead of like.
Don't you just get added on?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
Heads off.
Do you have the one that increases the range of your weapon?
No, because this weapon is already at max.
Max. So can't go like
Okay.
max.
So what do you want to shoot at? Just a helicopter, or you want to find?
I'm aiming for a person in the helicopter.
Okay, like the
my
pilot
God.
edge, or do you think someone like in the back end?
So I'm trying to look at whichever the person is. So first of all, step one is if someone's got one of those.
Is it still at a distance?
It's turning, coming back.
Can I look through your scope and see if I can see the guy with the rocket launcher?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will allow him to see through the.
Okay, so
scope.
so that's the action. You can look up and make your roll perception check. I'll get to you two in a bit as you get to the north.
So what I'm gonna say to him is priority. If we can see the pilot, I want to shoot him. If not, guy with the rocket launcher.
Okay. Your action.
Shoot this thing right at the sky.
Which order is? So I would have hesitated for a moment seeing that giant group of yellow coming at us. So you're actively like looking like you're running straight at them, Jake? Was it? Or is it?
Yeah.
Running to meet the group that's running towards the others. Yeah.
No, I'm on the other side, aren't and they're going to the people with the guns.
Well, the people with guns are everywhere.
Yeah,
really, so
right.
they're just swarming. But I mean, they're starting at the far end, and so when people are already shooting at them, you can already see as you're moving up that some of the yellows have already like fallen.
Right. Yeah.
But yes, I will say what happens there.
They're marching towards Centre Bridge from Cityside.
They're running. He and his 6 cronies are marching, but everyone else is just like sprinting towards anyone they can see with a firearm.
It's downhill. I will aim myself at him and his 6 cronies.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So with that, let's just take you two. So roll perception.
Here we go, dude.
35. It's pretty low, but it's pass.
Yeah, it's a pass. So you're looking for
The pilot or person with rocket launcher. Just
because
see
they're
if I
facing
can make
towards
out
you.
what figures are in.
Because it's pretty much almost facing directly towards you. You can see there is a pilot, no co-pilot. You presume that the person firing the rocket launcher must be in the back.
Okay. And I can vaguely make out where is the cockpit, where is the.
Oh, you can, yeah.
Sort of, okay.
So especially because you're looking through the scope, you've
Yeah.
got a clear. You can talk him through a shot.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You. Now, I'll roll for them since you're not really being deceptive. You're just walking. Well, you're jogging, running. Right,
You apply half your shoot and think that.
Jake. They rolled a critical success.
Oh!
I wasn't actually expecting that.
Yeah.
So they roll a critical success on their intuition as they see a big man in firefighting suit running towards them with a fire extinguisher. And so the 6 men, like one just like pull, one pulls the bishop and they sort of like come in front of them and there will be combat. Roll might -10.
Check on character.
Yeah.
Do you roll round up or round down?
Round down.
That's bad.
So you're going to go moving, but you might have to be like, you might have to like keep paddling yourself rather than just like pushing yourself.
Yeah, no, that's I'm definitely pedaling myself because that's a 90.
Oh, so yeah, you can't pick up speeds. The wheels just aren't connecting. It's uneven terrain with all the debris. How much is that?
Oh my god.
How much?
195 is what.
Okay, roll.
So there's some bonus to that. I mean, that's already like.
That's limb destroyed. It's like there is no matter what I roll.
You can critical fail.
You could critical fail.
Okay, so with that, you do take a.
Yeah, there'll be a penalty to it, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's,
you do take a
that's
minus 30 just because it is a helicopter coming at speed.
So 165.
Yeah. And then of course it will have its own armor after you do damage.
Yeah.
So roll. So whatever you roll plus 65 to it.
So you've done the negative for. Yeah. All negatives have been applied to
Yeah, like my negatives are to my torso.
Minus 15, and to your arm another minus 15.
My arm is insignificant, so that's minus 50 as well.
Minus 10.
Minus 10.
Okay.
if your arm was significant,
That was- yeah, it would've gone last session.
time. So the pain from that will
Cool.
subside.
Okay. Oh no, left arm was grievous. Never mind. So that's 30 minutes, so 135. So this plus 35, right?
Yeah, then we'll apply damage afterwards.
So that's 47 plus 35. So plus 35, 82 plus my weapon damage,
Which is
would be-
10 plus 10 again for your perk.
So it's 30 because I'm using my big gun.
Alright, 30
Plus
plus 10.
another, so that's plus 40. That's 122.
Okay. So even taking
And I
away
can-
the
I can-
armor I was going to
Yeah.
give it, which was 40 because of the thing, that's still a limb destroyed.
I'm aiming for his head.
So, okay.
Oh my!
So that is so
Just explodes. You just killed a dragon.
Yes, I did with one shot.
74. What's half you?
Half my shoot would be 45.
You can push it to the torso.
I can push it to the torso. Torso destroyed.
okay. So you okay, no, you're looking for a scope, you don't look for a scope. You see just the thing starting to like the initial wobble, and then you can see you feel like there was an impact.
Yeah. I look at it, take my aim, take a deep breath, and go. And that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Right, we'll get to what happens with that.
Holy shit.
You pedal. All right, so
awesome.
what's your intuition?
31.
31. Right. Theirs is a bit higher. So we'll enter combat for you guys. So one of the, we'll say two of these men come rushing in. I'll do them probably one after the other. No, we'll do both together. And they both try and just like spear tackle you. So they get
Protect the president.
exactly. So they get plus 20 to their roll, and so I'll just do one roll for both. So I'll give them an assist.
So they get a minus because I'm a moving target.
Oh, this is melee.
So
Right. So what would you like to do? Just like take them head on, try and dodge.
I'll dodge, yeah. That'd be
Counter
nice. Counter tackle, yeah. So what, 97 plus 10 minus 10. So
97.
7. 700.
Okay. They both come and they just like they run. They took you a bit unexpected since you thought you could make it there, but before they realized, they take you down. From this, it's going to be like a grapple action from them, so it doesn't. You don't take damage, but they both they pick you a proper rugby tackle onto the ground.
I imagine like one hits you in the legs, stops you. Second one comes over the top, takes you down. Because I've tried to tackle you at a run. Yeah. Unless you use judo, you're going down.
Now it's your turn.
Grapple.
Right.
Grapple out of it.
Okay, so roll for grapple. They will
Grapple your
get a
grapple.
plus 40 since they're in a superior position.
Sigil and grapple. Ooh. 93 plus 20 is 113.
13. So
Plus 10, 123.
So what would you like to do with the grapple? They can't beat this. That's, they can't go over 100.
Crit.
They could crit.
That's true.
Let's see.
You've got one crit today.
Okay, well and of course they can actually reduce your positive. So they rolled No, they succeeded because I'm rolling for both. They rolled to combined a 96 success. So that takes a fair chunk off your one.
Yeah, but kind of sort of grapple out of it.
Okay.
So
So you're using grapple to escape the grapple.
yeah, sort of like they grab me, I'll sort of grab them there and fuck them off.
Or it's almost using your knowledge of grapples to break the grapple.
Yeah, so you've broken it up. So you all three of you are still on the ground.
Unfreeze.
And then I want to put away.
Okay. So you
Disengage.
Did you say I want to grapple away?
Yeah, I'll grapple them, get out of that, and then just fucking bolt.
Okay. Roll a perception check, Nick.
I was like, no, I don't want to.
80.
80? All right. As the shot happens, you hear someone climbing up the ladder. So you hear thunk, thunk.
Turning my gun to a ladder.
All right. You turn aim your gun to the ladder. You are still pedaling along. You see this little scrum happening on the ground.
How far away is that from me now?
We'll say about 10 meters.
Okay.
It's still a fair chunk, but do you want to carry on to him, or sort of try and bypass them to go to the bishop?
No, I think I'll try and. I'm gonna go for bishop.
Okay. As you see this, and Will, you see that the four men are sort of pushing the bishop backwards. The four remaining this crony. So he is slowly moving further and further away, still shouting and sermoning and preaching. As you move your way, no one is paying much attention to you. People are still, people are dying. People are being shot. You see in just moving past it, some of the yellows have gotten weapons now. But they have taken some from the blues, and so they're now firing back. So it's now a proper firefight. One more round of this, and I'll get to you two. Right, so one of them, their action, since you escaped from grapple, he's on the ground, you're on the ground, so it's with even footing, and he goes to swing with his metal pole in your general vicinity, and flails around miserably, while the other guy does as well.
Get it?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Okay,
The
so
only thing I had was to get him and hold him and then be like, call it all off. That was the only thing I could do. That's now impossible. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
so you want to run pretty much away from these people, not towards the bishop.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Any specific direction? The armory, back to the development block, to the shore side?
Where's Mike and stuff? They're all fighting all there.
They're now fighting the yellows. The golds. They call them golds. Yellows are a syllable too long. The golds.
Okay. What am I doing? I am trying to gap it to other people. So I'll go towards Mike and stuff, and if they're engaging and people there, I'll just gap it, and I'll literally, if anyone's sort of close to Mike or whatever, it'd just be charged, grapple, tackle. That
Okay,
guy.
so no one's. So as you see Mike, he's sort of like crouched behind an upturned barrel, and no one is currently near him, but there are shots in his direction. So you see, just holes appearing in that barrel, empty. Metal barrel. Still wine though, but
if he's sort of fine-ish, then I'll just be going for it. If there's anyone with their back towards me, I can get a fucking clear, fucking stealth charge grapple.
Okay, so you run towards someone. Just
fucking someone.
Yeah, just
definitely away from where I am.
Okay.
I'm just someone in yellow.
Yeah, someone is, but these guys are probably going to chase you. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
There is someone close by, but you probably won't make them this turn. You have to gap it and maybe slow down, try and crouch while looking behind for the guys.
Can I just run and sort of pull them down and
What?
So I'm running away, right? So
Yeah.
the idea is grab people, try and stop them from firing, but then just chuck them down, keep running. I don't want to engage.
Okay, so just do it
It's more grab someone, stop them from doing what they're doing, and use them as a bit of a obstacle for people chasing me.
So roll a charged and grapple.
Oops, alright, I forgot that I used to. I'm not using Sigil, that was from last time. So 108.
Right, so you at this guy, you just run up. He turns to look at you within the last second, but you just grab him, just head on ground, and you just keep running forward. Nick, you see a yellow covered head poke its head above the prefab you're standing on.
I wait. I wait. Until I can see more.
Okay.
Or if he starts to make a noise.
He freezes.
Yeah.
He looks you dead in the eyes, and he's just hold. You see, he's got a pistol in a hand,
shoot.
but he's not pointing. He's just holding it up.
I shoot.
You see a weapon. You see a weapon. Yeah.
Roll.
Perfect.
Plus, I was plus 40 because this is close enough to be in a
86.
superior position. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. The rifle's just right in his face, pretty much. Just
As soon as I've seen the shot connect, turn to the yellow priest.
Okay. Just remember, you get one less XP for the session. Just someone note that down.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, so-
kills,
No, you don't have.
No, but he doesn't get.
It's only-
For those of you who don't know, we are playing with Perks and Quirks now, which is a new system that we're trying out for the Zealand Players Handbook, which is in development at the moment. So we're testing this out. We all do have a number of different perks, and I believe one of us has a quirk as well, which we just heard a little bit about. So whenever Vedant
Deals a mental or physical wound to a character, I gain one less EXP
per session.
per session.
because you have
Because I have two perks.
And because he has now a conscience.
a conscience, that's what it's called. A conscience.
Develop
I
a
forgot what it
conscience.
was called.
It's cool. It'll
It's
be
a
gone soon.
development.
It'll be gone soon.
Yeah.
All right, you swing around.
Nothing drinking can't kill.
What's happening with the helicopter?
Okay, yeah. So I was this all sort of happened. Are you keeping an eye out towards the helicopter?
No, I think we're kind
Okay.
of running towards the
Right.
side to see that.
Since everyone's been busy, you all just hear an almighty splash And you can hear the sound of those rotors cutting into the water and then just snapping off at high speed. So it sounds like a train just crashed into like a swimming pool.
I think I topped the boat.
Yeah, you did.
That's good shit.
I don't know how you're gonna top this.
Does that count as a kill on the rocket launcher?
It kind of does, I guess. Unless you jump down.
Nice. As you two get
Fine, that was
with-
gravity.
within sight of like those last few buildings that are at the shore side fence, it is deathly quiet and you do not see any movement, any guards, anything.
If it's yellow, it's probably coming from the city side, though.
No, I know, but we don't know that.
Yeah, exactly,
I was
yeah.
thinking it was military,
So
so I was
yeah,
like, okay,
yeah.
they're going to be coming from
Is there
shoreside.
any cars that are still
Because they have like those
originally
little
parked on the shore side down here? Like
yeah, there was a little car park, and
Yeah.
of course more cars like outside. They all seem to be there from last night when you walked past. They don't seem to be disturbed.
There's no one around at the moment.
No.
Can you grab a car and just
Go.
or like no, I don't mean go. I mean just so we can get quickly back to the other side if we need if we need to grab anyone and get help.
We can't drive across the bridge. It's covered in buildings.
There's no pathway. For the
No,
car to
nothing
go.
big enough for a
one.
car. On this, on
I wouldn't have asked
the
that.
on the city side, there is a little bit going in, so the trucks can like properly come in and the gates can close. But on your side, no, that's why they have this sort of little vehicle bay that's also fenced in, like a sort of like two-stage gate
Alright.
type stuff.
I guess it'll be like we got to make sure everyone else is okay. Run back.
I'll make sure that it's totally clear here. Like I'll wait for a little bit. I'll look. I'll just listen. Wait a little while. Hear activity. Hear gunshots going on the other side. I'm like,
We have to go there.
I don't think they're firing at the helicopter anymore. It's down.
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
Okay.
both of you just roll
Keep an eye out for
perception as you get close to the cars.
Okay.
This happens while all this crap.
All right.
happens.
That is a 38 success.
36.
Sorry, 73.
Oh, 73. Yeah.
It's close there.
Okay. As you like get close to the cars, you do hear movement from inside one of the buildings, one of the small little shacks that that was set up to like get people in and out, and maybe like it's places for the guards to rest. The doors closed, windows closed, curtains drawn, but
Is that on the inside of the gate or the
inside.
Inside.
It's just on the. It's one of those like the gatehouse almost.
I'll go over it and I'll just say, just gonna check, and I'm gonna go and just like bang, bang, bang on the door.
Okay. You hear a very quiet voice from inside, just going, "Please help."
And I look at Richard and I just motion to the other side of the door. So like the idea would be he would be on one side of the door, I'd be on the other, door would be between us, and I'm just gonna open like reach the side, twist the handle or like push or whatever the system is there. Yeah, twist and then just push it open and just like wait.
Is that on the entrance, like on the door?
Yes, only on one side. It's another little crappy. Those one room prefabs.
Yeah.
Ones you can like put in your backyard type thing. It's one of those.
Just a
Like an
question.
portable office cubicle.
Almost, yes.
Just a question because I would have got back the my army gear or whatever, but not like they gave me the clothes in the bag. But I do have those boots with the boot knife. Is that still on there?
Was that on the? Was that on your boot when you took it off on the ship?
Yeah.
Roll luck. -10.
But did you hide a knife in your boot?
Yeah, well, it's like a little. You know how they have the thing? Like the
Oh, is it visible?
Yeah.
I mean, they probably see
Yeah,
it.
but I'm saying it was dark. It was
Yeah,
night, and they were just like
true.
they didn't want to get too close to
It's
blood.
just a
So.
small one.
Hey, it's just worth it.
So
Worth checking.
-10 was it? Yeah, 46.
Right, you,
No.
Yeah, 50.
Oh,
minus
minus
10.
10. Well, fail by 6.
That
No.
sucks, dude.
Almost good.
almost had it, but no.
Oh, I could still do it. Nah, I'll save it.
The door bangs open, and you
bangs
just
open.
hear again, please.
I'm just gonna very quickly like duck my head to see.
You see that the desk has been overturned, and it seems like this place has been like ransacked. You presume that the person is on the other side of the desk.
Can you stand up?
Please. Please.
Yeah, just thinking.
Fuck! I didn't think about
Terrifying
that.
on the
I
outside of the table, isn't it, motherfucker?
Yep. And I didn't think of that. So I'm gonna look at Richard. I'm gonna go back. And I'm gonna go in, but I'm gonna try and do it in such a way that I can try to grab the door, so that if someone does try to like pull up and shoot me or anything like that, I might be able to try and pull the door closed. So I'm going to move in quickly, try and get sight over there. If I have to, I will move a little bit closer and leave the door behind.
Yeah, you will. It's the thing is about like half the size of this room, so lengthwise. So if you open the door all the way and hold on to it, you could like with your fingers touch the disc, but you'll have to like, if you want to look over it and on the other side, you'll have to like physically move into the room.
I will move in. I'll do it in one swift motion and just try and see what's over there.
Okay, so you walk in, take it one step, two step, and you lean over.
Yeah.
What's your intuition?
My intuition.
No, you're on edge, right? So intuition.
Intuition. 34. I am on edge.
Okay, so roll intuition. I'll say because you're on edge plus 20.
Plus 20. Intuition plus 20. You know what? I'm going to use a sigil here.
All right, so plus 45.
Plus 45. Nice. So that takes my intuition up from 34.
Pretty good.
43 success.
Nice.
That's still a success. So as you like go and you have that peek, you see two things. One is an adult male, face down, bleeding out.
Right.
The second thing is a pale little thing that just jumped up.
Son of a bitch.
However, as he jumped up, you did move back in time, so it goes like almost reaches you, but goes off to your right and like falls down and like has a bit of a roll.
Yeah. I just my intention from that point would be to start to back towards the door and just go to Richard.
Yeah, I would have.
It's a kid.
Because I would have been by the door.
So you will not run out,
Just run back out,
and I'm as soon as because I would have been still holding the door. As soon as he runs out, I'm going to close it straight away.
Okay, roll athletics plus 40.
Plus 40. That's going to take me up to 95. That is a 79 success.
Right. Woo. You just start gapping it, and the last thing you see is this kid just sort of like get up awkwardly and like look towards you, and then the door just like slams shut.
And I just on the other side, just looking at Richard. Thanks.
I'm going to
Leave this thing in here for now. I don't think it can. It opened the door. Shit.
Yeah. There's no lock or anything on this door, right?
Not. I mean, like there's a key you could lock, but you know, I mean, you don't have a key.
Yeah.
Is there anything around that
It opens inward, so you can't.
You can't wedge it or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's no. Like, I will do. I don't really care that much. I'm going to do a momentary glance to see if there is any kind of rope or binding or anything else like that around us. If there isn't, I will just look at Rich and say, we've got to get back to that gunfire.
But if we run now, it's just going to run after us.
You hear it like
a storm. It's daytime though, isn't it?
It is daytime.
Yeah. I don't really know for certain much about it at all. So I'm just going to wait by the door and wait for a second. I say, we can wait. We can see if it's going to open it or not. But they ran towards the armory. If there's gunshots happening, it's happening there.
Okay, let's fucking gap it.
Okay. All right. And yeah.
As you run, you hear something behind you. It's not muffled from inside of a house. It sounds quite a bit further behind you, so it's not like there's something behind me.
Yeah.
But you do hear another quiet voice saying, "Is he still there?" As you just like, but you're already at house.
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck all kinds of that.
Right. Quickest thing then would probably be you and your gun. So you swing it around. You see that like once again there's 4 men in front of.
That's why I'm like,
you are, but I mean there's still 4 men in front. You're only like 1 story up, and they're pulling the bishop further back. You also see like a lot of men in gold with weapons. Of which, several have seen you. So as you put your sights toward, like pointing your gun at the bishop, you see some moving to point their guns towards you.
I'm gonna yell out to them. I shot that thing down. I'm pretty sure I can make the shot. If you take me down, I'm taking him with me.
They would have shot
That's cool.
like
That's
10
fine.
times within that
That's fine.
sentence. If you say like, I shot the thing, like, you know.
How close to the edge are we? Like, if I drop, will they be able to see me? Like, just drop down.
It's like, okay, because like the place you're on isn't much wide. It's like a single prefab room. So I mean, like both of you are quite visible, especially like from any specific distance, you know, because it's a flat top roof.
Yeah.
So you both are you're probably the most visible people on this bridge at the moment, because everyone else is like sort of like hiding behind every nook and cranny around every corner they could, except you two and the bishop and you.
So their attention is not on the dude that's rolling straight at them?
Well, he's slowly rolling straight at you.
Yeah. You have a crutch.
With one hand, like crunching his way. They're like,
Probably
guy with a big
that are
gun.
shooting big caliber weapons.
yeah.
Okay.
What would you like to do? I mean, like you were saying something. So if you're gonna try and like jump or something, you would take a heavy penalty, since you were saying like, I just shot that thing down.
As soon as I've seen them start to shoot them.
Okay, so roll athletics, but it's going to be minus 30 because you were talking. So like the first time you know they're shooting is when you see that muzzle flash.
You've got
Fuck
this.
Hey, you got a sigil, right? A sigil?
I do.
He needs this. Yeah.
I need to.
I'm not.
I was like, shit.
42,
so
I need some blood.
Nick, you just hear a gunshot. Do you drop as well?
Yes.
Okay.
12. Okay, so 12.
Because you also have a gun, so
Yeah.
I'll roll for you as well.
10%. Thank you.
I'll sigil that. I'll add 25 to that.
Okay, so you have to roll under A.
I have to roll.
37.
Use your fight to catch the bullets.
Yeah,
Combat.
I know combat. Just catch
Shoot the bullets.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Perception.
Use your rifle as a shield.
No.
Yeah, just like hide behind it.
I will let myself go before I let my rifle go. No.
What did you know?
78 fail.
So how much above was that fail?
That was I was supposed
41.
41, yeah.
That's a 41 fail. That is a limb destroyed.
I just used up my last sigil, so yeah.
Yeah, so you can burn a sigil if you want.
Wait, what limb is destroyed though?
Do you still have your right leg, or which leg's gone?
My right leg is gone.
Right, so this is your left leg.
Oh shit, no, yeah, I'll burn that. I'll burn my last sigil.
Okay, so you've got a grievous wound on. So you've got a grievous wound on your left leg as it goes, as you feel it like just hit right above your kneecap. It's not your kneecap, but you can feel it go into
Did you
the
just burn it?
Yeah, I did.
That's your last sigil. Oh, V.
That's my last sigil, dude.
Good thing you used it before burning it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. No. Yeah. True. Yeah. Good point.
You drop and you just hear bullets fly above you.
Yeah.
They rolled really bad for you. They rolled really well for you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
I was just standing making a proclamation, so.
are you still?
What's the battlefield like? I really have no idea what.
It is
chaos.
The main
Sort of
thing
see what's
is
going on.
that it is complete chaos. There's a lot of smoke coming out from Eddie's house, because there's just normal things in his house that can catch fire. So his house is now completely engulfed, as is the brothel. The bar is starting to take fire as well now. So it's very difficult to get a clear sight of anything further away than like maybe 30 meters, because it's thick, black, choking smoke that's coming out. The fires people are running backwards and forwards, mainly because they're not entirely sure who's on their side. You have seen, especially you, and that some of the people in gold have taken off their masks, walked around the building. You saw the same guy with like a red t-shirt and says ACDC, just walked up to the back of a guy in blue and just shot him in the back of the head. Picked up his gun, took his like the yellow from out front of his shirt, wrapped it back up and threw it at someone else.
Oh, dirty
So-
fighting.
Some of the people in blue you've seen as well have just put on something yellow and just like hide. Some civilians are just putting on yellow and just hiding in a corner. So it is a very chaotic field. You're not sure if you can roll intuition to see if you can get an idea who's on whose side
No one's.
and
Yeah,
how
give it a go.
and the flow of battle. I'll give you a plus 20 since you've been in situations like this before.
58, 51, so failed by 7.
So all you know is that you think the golds are winning, but you're not sure because everyone's moving so fast. The only thing you know is that at this point it is contained to the city side of the bridge. You don't hear any gunshots, and you're almost at the housing development block. And from there, people are losing their shit, but you can't hear any gunshots from in there. And you feel that right now the Blues are sort of holding that line.
And are those two guys still chasing me?
One is still chasing you. The other one has been taken out.
Then I want to go and stealth off, hide, and try to sneak up on them.
Roll stealth plus 20. You have drawn attention from people. You see that. You see that. So yeah, you hear one guy from behind you saying, "Just get out of the fucking way." It's like, "You in a wheelchair, out of the fucking way."
I see you rolling. They hate me.
And
Yes.
and then you then you hear more than anything like the pings of bullets coming closer to you than before. Right, you make it away, and you pretty sure he doesn't know where you are.
So I'm ready to ambush it.
It's no speed to retreat.
Okay, so what you rolled a
27.
right. So add that to your roll.
Alright, so I'll grapple on Sigil.
How close to the edge of the bridge?
Wherever you want to be, because you stealthed enough that you could be.
No, I'm going to steal their idea. I want to fucking take his clothes and stick up on the fucking Bruce.
Hey, yes.
Except one deceive isn't that good, so maybe that's not a good idea. No, I'll just fucking grapple and kill. So
Okay.
it's just, I won't use a sigil. I'm just going to grapple. So plus 27. Can I charge as well?
Yes.
Sneaky enough to charge? Alright, so plus 47. So 87 plus 47.
That's still limb destroyed, so you can just go up behind him and you have your way with him.
I'll just
Break his neck.
Right, so
Just
yes.
evaporates his neck.
You just like squeeze, pop his head off.
He ran up.
You grab the hood and the body just disintegrates from inside the clothes.
full on predator, fucking rip the skull out of the spine.
Right, yeah. So as you were like hidden like behind like a part of a burnt out building, and as he just came by, so you just stood up behind him and just grabbed him, ripped his neck.
Alright, so in terms of doing that, if I wanted to take his stuff, would that be deceive? Would I be
You
deceiving
get them both.
everyone out there?
And it depends on the
It's all
intention.
chaotic right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have blue people shoot at you, but I mean, like, unless like if you go up to the specifically up to the bishop, then you will have to start rolling deceive. But just to get from here to there, you just have to like avoid the blues shooting at you.
Which is no difference from avoiding the yellows shooting.
Yeah, but they haven't been shooting at you yet.
I'll take his gear anyway, and then I'll sort of just start stealthing around. Basically, I want to be stealthing around, picking people off. Anyone who sort of ventures out, I'll just be like,
Fucking ninja.
they'll like parkour up, jump on a roof and jump down.
This is going to be a really big pile.
There's like hay bales everywhere, and I can climb right up on and jump on.
Yes.
Right, so yeah, so you take his clothes, got like a big leather jacket on, you have like yellow like bandages that's been like dyed yellow. You put all that on, he had a 2x4 that's been like
Major crap.
Well, too much parkour. I mean, mirror event. Yeah, I mean,
It's alright.
it takes you a bit longer to put on your clothes.
yeah. You
Good stretch with more parkour.
Right.
Not.
Yellow pants, just a little bit tight.
Okay. As you move off, do you want to take his 2x4 that's been like sort of narrowed and one in for a grip? Okay.
Just go full.
What would you want to do? You're still in the open.
So
Bullet holes are getting closer.
I did not succeed in my perception to notice that they has just vanished. Do I think, like, what's happening with the bishop and his crew? Are they getting further away? Are they...
So
like,
they've now sort of like taken refuge behind like the last remains of the brothel. So he's still like, he's on the other side of it, facing more towards his people doing his preaching, but out of thus far what they can see between all the smoke, the fire from the blues. So you can still hear him, and you can still see there's like something yellow that's flapping around the corner. So you know where he is, but he's sort of like, he's standing still at the moment.
Just trying to get a good mental picture of this. So he's seems to be tucked around a corner with his people. Is it like he sort of retreated into like the main lines of his people, or just gotten out of line of sight from all the chaos?
You feel the latter. He's definitely on his side of the battlefield, as chaotic as it is, but it seems like they just wanted to get him out of the way, since there was especially an attack on him and someone pointing a gun and talking about shooting him.
Quick look around as I do. Like, what's the immediate between me and their kind
open
of
ground until open ground plus rubble and wreckage from the buildings, and of course the thing that one of the rockets hit the ground, so a lot of the upturned asphalt and stuff. But otherwise, between you and him, clear ground and the brothel. Right. While you have a think, the Dugdale brothers are now into the habitation block.
Yeah, so as we're kind of running along, there's one specific thing that I'm going to be trying to keep my eye out for as much as I can. A mop, a broom, anything that could be wooden. I'm effectively wanting to try and look for something, if I can find it, snap it off and turn it into like an impromptu spear.
Yeah,
just so I have something that I can use at a distance that I'm proficient with.
Also looking for people that might be like with this guns around to be there.
Okay, so you don't see any guns as you run through. You far more clearly hear the gunfire from the other end of the bridge that you're not much closer to. But yeah, you do on your way there find like a mop and a broom you can choose.
We'll just both
you know what? I'll go for the broom. I'll give you the mop, and I'll just kind of stomp on the head to try and just break off so that there's something sharp.
Yep.
At the end of it, and and try and do the same thing for him.
Yep. All right, and then
after we've both got something in our hands, keep trying to move towards the shooting. But I think once we start to get closer, that's when we'll try and reduce the pace and just get an idea of what the hell is going on, because it sounds like people are shooting a lot, and we can't see anything like boats in the water or anything like that they're firing at, so we don't know what's happening. I'm thinking maybe there are more kids that are on the bridge, so I'm just eyes out, looking in every direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
Checking behind now again too.
Okay, so you move as you move in, like the little alleyway turn on themselves. So you lose sight of the other end of the bridge. A lot of commotion in here as people are freaking out. You hear quite a lot of fights that have broken out in here. You don't know why. You don't know how bad they are. You don't hear any gunshots reverberating from inside this block, but you move your way through. Up on the roof. Nick, you're the one who didn't have his legs shot out. What would you like to do?
Quick question. Is there a specific time when you start rolling for shot?
Grievous wound. You took a rip, so yeah, roll for shot.
Mascus.
Yeah.
26 success.
Okay, you're hanging in there. He's hanging in there.
Grinning in pain.
But you can see him bleeding. You can see there is a wound there. What would you like to do?
You hit the dick.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Nick. Welcome back, dude.
I'll probably turn to you and say, you know what? There is a grenade with my shit.
Where?
In the armory, there's probably a grenade with my shit.
Okay, so you're on top of the hospital, which is like 2 buildings away from the armory.
Yep.
You can sort of see
And there's a whole
armory.
lot of baddies.
You don't see the baddie. You don't see any gold around the armory. It seems that, inside the armory, this guy constantly poking out, not wearing any gold, shooting at the city side of the bridge, so you presume he's on your side.
Okay. Stand up.
Okay.
We'll start trying to climb down the ladder, I guess. Well, how big's the drop? Can I jump off?
It's a story. Just so this side.
I'll just drop myself off.
Yeah, you can just hold on to the edge.
down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
What do you make your roll for it?
Is there anywhere I can sort of take cover to get a...
You can try and
better look at
sort of edge on the opposite side, like on the railing side of the bridge. There is always a few gaps,
Yeah.
the things aren't set properly, so you can edge your way on the back side of them towards it, and if you peek around, there's nobody there.
Oh, and fertilizer bombs. There's also fertilizer bombs with my shit.
Okay, so you start moving your way there, and we'll get back to you getting to the armory.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
You're gonna go for it. So you keep rolling. Roll another might minus 10.
I'm gonna use the sigil.
Okay.
Boost to that. 3.
3 is a
Oh my
success.
god, the low rolls were all done with 3s.
Yeah. Right. So
God damn.
in this all of this time, we'll say this as you've made it there. What would you like to do when you get there? I'm not going to say you're right up against them,
Yeah.
depending on how do you want to play this.
So they're like just around the corner from me, and I can sort of see a bit of yellow and hear the voices calling out from around there. But
Him's only his voice.
I grab my butt hammer. And just sort of almost like half throw myself around the corner with a swing at that yellow shape.
Okay, roll fight minus. Was it minus 30 because with all your injuries?
Bonus to stealth?
Is that including? Is that like? Does the leg factor into any of that, or is it just including like the chest wounds?
Oh, well, this is a chest if you push yourself off your other leg.
So I can ignore those two currently.
How many mental wounds do you have?
3.
Okay, so you can ignore the penalties on those wounds.
Nice.
Yeah. So just roll.
Another perk coming in handy.
Yeah. Nice.
Not a high one, but that is a 13.
It's a
13.
Success.
If they fail bad,
Mhm.
it's not good for them. Yeah.
Crit fail.
Okay. Well, he rolled a 1, so that's 1 off your mark. So what did you roll?
13.
13. So we'll say that is a.
Light weapon?
No, I'll say that's a medium weapon. It's like a nice hammer. So that's
Medium.
plus 20 to that.
Plus 20. Alright.
So that's a 30 something. So that's a significant wound, and you roll to 13. So that's 30 onto the torso.
Also, yep.
So as you like throw yourself around a corner and just trying to like head up, you do see as you come around, it's just him. His cronies are on his side, so they're not in front of him as you like come around. And they as you come through the smoke, you just get him straight in the center of the chest with the hammer. As he like stumbles backwards and like the torch falls off to the side and he collapses. You're on the ground though, and there's 4 big men on
Yep.
top of you.
Yep.
Oh god. Oh
Yep.
man.
No, Yep, that's expected.
Yeah.
Okay.
All those
Do I
gears.
do I see this from where I am?
Roll perception minus 20.
Perception.
Yeah.
Success.
How much?
33 success out of a.
No.
Oh no, never mind. Not a success. It's
Just fail.
Just fail.
Okay, so you saw him going in a direction, and you hear. You're guessing what happened. You hear where the voice is coming from, the bishop. There's a lot of smoke. He just disappears into the smoke.
So I just saw him by himself disappear into the smoke where the bishop and the four
In
guys
the
were.
direction of the bishop. You don't know how far away they are, but you hear the voices coming from there. He went from there. He just disappeared into the smoke. Right. Jake, just roll me a stealth check as is. Oh, because it's like there's a lot of people who might be coming after you.
Sigil in. 29 pass. What was that? I've already got 80, yeah, sorry.
So
Am
29
I on
pass?
First to that one?
No. Right, so you're not. So on your first go, you're not being shot at. You're managed to hide away from the blues. As you see a gold, like with a pistol, just shooting at some of the blues, you try and sneak up behind him. And as you get closer, he turns around and goes, "Oh man, thanks, you're here." Not like.
No, I-
Yeah, so you're not like between you and Nick. You're about from you to the dance. He goes, "Oh man, thanks, you're here." Right.
You still got your gun on you as well.
Yeah.
And I'm carrying the
2x4 thing.
Yeah.
2x4.
Yeah. So what would you like to do?
So just, I guess I'll get my gun and I'll just start sort of looking. I'm going to shoot that way.
Okay.
Probably wouldn't shoot that way. Just
Mm-hmm.
sort of trying to miss.
Okay.
So if I succeed, so if I fail, do I hit someone?
Well, no, you can just shoot not at someone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Aim the side of
I'll
the
do it.
building somewhere.
Yeah.
Whatever. Until he's and once he fucking
Right, he turns around
like,
again. Okay, roll grapple.
I like that. Shoot, pull it back in and run towards him. Nice.
Okay, and as that happens,
50.
right, you've got him in a grapple. It's a grievous wound as you start choking him out. Nick, you've made it to the armory. What would you like to do? You're not there. You presume there's a guy with a gun and then they're shooting out. So, what would you like to do?
I called to the guy in there. I asked what side he's on.
Right. He goes, fuck off, what side are you on?
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's a...
Oh, not a side. I just want to be safe.
Yeah, well then, fuck off. Alright, I'll roll diplomacy. I'll roll diplomacy.
8.
8.
Hey! Damn!
He goes, alright, if you want to be safe, get the fuck away from here.
Fair point. Oh,
That's not being shot.
yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I will leave temporarily. Is there another entrance to the armory?
No, it specifically was just
Only that
one. I mean, there is at the back, you see a door, but it's been welded shut.
I'll
That's
just
like
say, I
facing.
just said, I need something for a friend. He needs to be able to defend himself.
Okay, roll diplomacy again.
Oh god.
Plus 8 this time, for
29? Pass, 26 pass, sorry.
Oh.
The low rolls on an even because my diplomacy shit.
Well, what do you need? We need everything we've got.
Just a pistol or something, anything. Melee weapon, anything. Can I come and have a look?
He goes, hands first.
Okay, I show him the hands. I show him the gun. I show him the hands.
Okay. He just takes, he just like looks at you, goes. He goes, right, I've seen you before, get in.
Cool.
Okay. You two are now, you hear the gunshots. As you like get to like one of the alleyways that looks towards like, you know, like the north side, you see absolute pandemonium. Like it's a proper war zone. You know, you see a guy like hunkering at the edge of the alleyway, and as he just pokes his head out, you just see like a burst of blood as he's just like shot dead. The alleyway side is like covered now with as he just topples backwards.
At that, I'll just kind of try and like roll to cover or anything for a second, and just kind of like motion for Richard to try and do the same to come over to where I am, and just be like, I don't know what we're getting ourselves into here.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do the same, but look out and see if we can. Do we see any? I want to just see if we can see any of our gang, our team.
Unless
Around.
you're still, do you stand back up?
I don't stand up. Because when I was standing up, I got shot. So
Yeah, right. So no, you don't see anyone.
But I relay that to my I can't see anyone. I can't see any of my friends.
Right.
We can try and get close, see if we
I
can see
am
them.
on my front though.
Yeah.
Rifle still there, but I'm down as low as I can because if I'm one story up, hopefully I'm making myself a
Yeah.
place of a target and trying to put the ground as cover between me and whoever's trying to shoot at me.
Right.
Did we see who got shot? Like what they looked like?
It was what's called. It was as he falls backwards. I mean, the top of his head's gone, but you do see a tattoo on his side, and there's an S there.
Yeah, okay.
So you know it's one of Steven's men.
Do we see Steve or?
Not from.
We didn't see the shooter, right?
No. So you've got like a very narrow view out of the alleyway.
Yeah, there's not much we can do. but
Yeah, I'll just say, if the military's here, they're coming from city side. There was nothing going on there.
yeah.
And if it is the military, we should maybe consider surrendering.
Oh. Wow. No, because I was about to say, as he says that, dramatic irony and good dramatic timing. Everyone hears over the loudest loudspeaker you've ever heard a voice ringing out, and it just reverberates around the entirety of the bridge. It just says, "Put down your weapons, and you will not be harmed." In a very calm, clear, older, gentlemanly voice is saying, "Put down your weapons, and you will not be harmed. Surrender can be conditional." And then that repeats again, and so it's a tape.
What
Put down
direction
your
is it?
weapons, and you will not be harmed. Surrender can be conditional.
I'm just looking at Richard and just like,
We don't really. Yeah.
we need to see the others if we can.
Yeah.
Is that
Let's
coming
get close, but stay
Where's that
quiet.
coming
Yeah.
from?
Okay.
Does everyone does the gunfire stop and during this?
There's a lull in the gunfire, and you had like a boot above your face, and as it was coming down, it's like it stopped as this message just rang out. You and Nick don't, but Dan, you are in the best position to hear, and you hear it is coming from the water. And as you look behind you, you see there are ships moving into the harbour.
Black ships or the boats that I would recognize?
At the moment, what it looks like a nice, fancy, like super yacht, like a billionaire super yacht is just moving in.
What is going on?
Yeah. It seems, yeah. And with the yacht moving in,
Playing Bingo Boys.
with this message across the loudspeaker, that is where we will end the session.
Oh my god. Well, we're all in a bit of a pickle. Someone's bleeding out on top of the roof. Someone else has a boot in front of their face. You two, you got things going on, playing with grenades, and me and Rich are very confused as to what the hell is going on. So, please join us next week as we find out what's going on with this new little flotilla. Is the flotilla one ship?
This is one single massive yacht.
Massive yacht. Well, we'll find out what the hell is going on in the next. Thank you for joining us for this one. We've been your survivors. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay